Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. A couple of weeks ago we ran this war game. Could Venezuela really sink the US fleet in the Caribbean Sea? We looked at a first strike by Venezuela against the USMC and the USN. It was really interesting, but you guys have asked for a follow-up the other way around. What would a US first strike against Venezuela likely look like? And that's what we're doing today. So first, let's have a look at our overview. When designing this first strike by America, I had to figure out what our priorities are going to be, and I figured the first thing they need to do is reduce or destroy Venezuela's ability to defend itself. I figured they need to take out the Venezuelan Air Force, the Venezuelan Navy, and a massive Venezuelan integrated air defense system. Remove that, follow-up attacks are going to be much easier. Let's look at the details of the scenario. First, terrain. I don't have the piece of terrain I need, so I've had to do the best I can. Venezuela is quite hard to model. East to west, the northern coast is over 800 miles. The nearest I could find is here, the very northern tip of Scandinavia. We've got the north of Norway there and the north of Russia there, and it is the correct 800 miles across. So that's the best we're going to do for the northern Venezuelan coast today. Caracas is going to be here, roughly in the middle of the coast, and near to that is their primary Air Force base, Base Harrier, and it's going to be there. In terms of the details of their defences, their Air Force, as best we know, currently constitutes 21 battle-worthy Su-30s from Russia. Their primary weapon is going to be the R-77 Mark I, the Adder, and we've got that modelled perfectly today. In fact, we've got most of the stuff today modelled perfectly. Of the original F-16As that were provided, it's estimated 5 are still battle-worthy. They'll be carrying the AIM-9L because they never had beyond visual range missile capability. In terms of the Navy, they have 1 FFG, although it's in refit, so currently not serviceable. They have 6 offshore patrol boats, 6 gunboats, and 14 patrol boats. All of those are going to be modelled today. Critically, their SAMs, the Venezuelans are very proud of their integrated air defense system, constitutes of primarily 2 massive Russian S-300 VM batteries. Let's quickly understand what that is. S-300 is the series of SAM that it is. That covers long-range SAMs, 1980s, 1990s into the 2000s. V means that it's actually an anti-ballistic missile site, though, like most Russian and other anti-ballistic missile SAMs, it can dual or triple purpose. Therefore, it can shoot planes down, it can even shoot ground targets. M means that it's a modernization. No number means that it's a tier 1 modernization of the S-300V. As I said, 2 batteries, and we're going to be modeling 2 today. Range about 110 miles. They also have Buk M2. Buk is an SA-11 from the Cold War. M2 means it's a tier 2 modernization of it. Range about 30 miles. They have 12 batteries. We've modeled 6 batteries. Finally, for medium to long range, they have 32 Pecora sites. Used to be known as SA-3. It's, I believe, tier 3 modernization. Of the 32, we've modelled 16 sites, or batteries. As well as that, they have a staggering claimed 5,000 IGLA-S, so these are manpads like the American Stinger. We've only modelled 10 because we don't need to model 5,000 today, just of the critical area. Let's have a quick look at some of these SAMs. If we go to the most heavily defended base, it's going to be Libertador, so we go down here. This is the S-300. You can see the various control and tracking units there. In terms of the actual SAMs themselves, they're very impressive. Massive SAMs. The large tubes there are tails for the giant missile, and you can see in the background there, those are the Goliath missiles. As I said, max range 110 miles. Same airfield, we have this guy here, which is the modernized Buk system, range about 30 miles. A little further up on the same defensive position, we have the modernized Pecora system, range about 25 miles, and a scattering of AAA and manpads that we don't need to see. And onto the blues. So my idea was to I want to destroy everything, all of their Air Force, all of their Navy, and all their SAMs, and I wanted to do it with as few US units as possible, and as quickly as possible. So today, try and destroy all of that within an hour. Primary offense is going to be B-1B Lancer bombers. Each is going to be equipped in its 3 bays, rotating cells of 8 AGM-158B JASSM ER stealth cruise missiles. That's a bit of a mouthful. It's got 3 bays, each has a 8 rotator, so total 24 per B1. B1-1 is going to try and use its 24 missiles to take out the various SAM sites. B1-2 is going to try and take out the Navy, and we'll talk about that a bit more as they go. They're starting about 200 miles away from their targets, maybe a bit more, at low level to avoid being detected on radar. So this is going to be a surprise attack. Next is going to be the main task force, the main USMC/USN Task Force 1, featuring 1 Iwo Jima LHA on board AV-8As, that's what my humans are going to be flying today. 2 San Antonio LPDs, carrying a total of, I think, about 5,000 US Marines, sorry if I've got that wrong, and 2 Navy Arleigh Burkes to defend it. Next, here at Roosevelt Roads Air Force Base, previously known as Puerto Rico, correctly modelled 500 miles north of Caracas here, so big distances today, guys, and that's going to be critical, are the 10 USMC F-35Bs. They've just taken off and heading over the Caribbean Sea. Each is going to be equipped with 4 missiles in their interior bay, the most they can carry. It's going to be the AIM-120 AMRAAM, the D3 variant, and 2 Block 2 plus AIM-9X Sidewinders for stealthy close-in defence. They will be moving into position. I've got 500 miles today to go today, so it's going to take a while. In terms of distances as well for my Harriers, we've got a staggering 280 miles to go to Caracas, which for a Harrier is not very easy, so we're going to do our best there. And finally, the follow-up punch is going to be the USS Ford Carrier Group. Of course, in real life, it's just been redirected from the Eastern Mediterranean, where it has been stationed for a while. It's now on its way to the Caribbean Sea. It's going to have 24 FA-18Es, 24 Fs, and 4 G Growlers, all Super Hornets. Note that it's not going to be playing today. That's going to be used if we do our job right and we remove all of that defence from the Venezuelans. Then that is what's going to do the lion's share of the follow-up attacks once the defence is destroyed, guys. And that's it today. There's one more funny thing that I've added in. Not realistic, obviously, but I thought I'd add it in. And that is a target drone. One of the old F4 target drones that I still believe do fly. Is being flown over the Caribbean Sea. It's unmanned, obviously. It's going to fly into the IADS, and that's because in my role play, President T, let's call him, isn't sure that the Venezuelan SAM systems have been maintained well enough to even shoot. So he's sending this guy in, which will look like a bomber or something coming in, just to test if those S-300s even still work. If they do, then we'll carry on with the attack. And that's it, guys. Guys, in terms of what we care about, we're going to take off almost immediately. We're going to get to this point here, which you'll see on your maps. It's a dotted purple triangle at steer point 1. We're going to wait there for the F-35s to come overhead. Obviously, we need them to defend ourselves once they're here. We're going to go into base at the Libertador, which is steer point 2, and we're going to bomb the runway. It's going to be very heavily defended, even once it's been hit by JASSMs, and that's going to be our mission. So 3, 2, 1, go. In goes our target drone. Let's see if I can find it. The Venezuelan SAMs are going to be able to attack it. As the trees load in, they're firing up. Have they? Ooh! Okay, that is a giant missile that's been fired. That was interesting. Multi-piece anti-ballistic missile. These missiles are so impressive. They're tens of feet long, like 50, 60 feet long, bigger than a house. I think in real life they actually split into more sections. It's a really interesting way of doing anti-ballistic missiling by Russia. I mean, as compared, if you look at, 2 have been fired. If you compare to what the Americans do with their PAC-3 missiles and whatnot, those pilots are very much automatons. They're made of plastic. In terms of B1s, they're just staying at 4,500 feet, 200 plus miles away, perfectly safe. You can turn the afterburners on and run away if they need to. And finally, in terms of us, we have our Harriers on board Iwo Jima. My boys are just behind me there, heavily loaded, and I'm already worried about this takeoff. So, as I said, they're anti-ballistic, so they're not actually primarily designed to be manoeuvrable to chase fighters. So they're not actually great missiles for chasing fighters down, but a non-manoeuvring target like this is going to pose no problems at all. Thumping great warhead on it. Boom! F4 down. Alright, that was a bit of fun. You can really pretend that didn't happen, guys, but the rest is going to be a full stealth attack, guys. I'm going to get booted up and ready to go. So I need that on check. I'm going to get rid of my pilot check. I'm going to check my flap condition check. I'm going to do that check. I'm going to go nozzle forward. I'm going to power on. Wish me the absolute best, guys. Whew, right, don't mess this up. Don't mess this up. Don't mess this up. My heavy Harrier and brakes off. I'm in overdrive. And nozzle conditions good. Got my water on and 60% and gear up and careful. So you want 60% as you come over the edge, guys. Sorry, 60 degrees as you come over the edge. Full throttle all the time. And I think I've done it. Flaps up and turning onto course now of 190. All right, one guy up. Next guy, off you come. It's good. Well done. We're very heavily loaded with fuel because we've got a 600-mile mission to go. Alright guys, I'm 1,000 feet. I'm on heading 190 towards steer point. I'll go moderately slow so you can catch me up. Just setting my autopilot up now. Let's freaking do this. Hello, USMC. CSGs, I saw 3 boys in the back, so you've all made it up safely. Simba, Poosh and Cannibal, hello, boys.
Hello.
All right, next, let's go and check out my B1. So B1, the first, is going to be hopefully taking out the IADS. Now, look at that perfect timing or what? Brilliant. So each bay has a little rotator, and it will drop out. 8 missiles each, total 24. Why are we using a JASSM instead of a different weapon? Well, it's a modern cruise missile made for modern war viewers. It's a subsonic cruise missile. It's an intelligent missile like all of the other in this strata. Critically, it's very, very low observability. So it's going to penetrate the IADS, probably. I haven't fully tested it. But, excuse me, I've got a nasty cold today. Its ability to go very low, you can see it's going to travel, 500 feet or less when it gets to the terrain, means that it can only be shot at very close. But even very close, its low observability is going to make it very hard to track by radar. It still could be tracked by IR, but because it's only going to pop up over the terrain at the very last second, the chances of an IR unit ready to shoot at it is also very hard to see optically. It's going to be very low. So there's a very good chance that none of these are going to be shot at. And you see this a lot of the times with inferior missiles, like the kind of 1990 Storm Shadow and Scalp being fired by Ukraine at the moment. They come in low, 200 feet, they pop up at the last minute, dive down on the target. Very hard for anything to take that down. Some have been shot down by Panzer and stuff, but the chances you've got a Panzer crew perfectly ready at that exact point, point defence is pretty low. And we've got 280 miles to go, right? Okay. All right, let me know if you need to. You're right behind me. Yeah, never done this one long. Never done. Sorry, got a really scratchy throat. Never done a longer mission as this. Got 11,000 pounds. If you guys can please keep your eye on the fuel, because it is going to be critical today, obviously. I'm going to be out of cockpit most time.
I think we need about 4,000 for a bingo if we want to go back.
Yeah, and we will, because I really don't want to land in Caracas. We will not get a good reception. B1's still popping out missiles. To be honest, he could probably fire them all in a few seconds in real life, but he's doing it a little bit more milsim today. Yeah, so this is hotting up, obviously. I don't know the ins and outs of it, and I'm not sure if you guys know the ins and outs of it, but like I said, the primary thing I'm hearing... Well, this mission is based actually around the reality that US have been now fostering, should I say, B-1s off the coast of Venezuela. So this is based on reality, as well as that B-52s. Like I said, I wanted to reduce the amount of assets they use, so I've just used a couple of B-1s, because to be honest, it's all you need. They carry so much ordnance. And the 10 F-35s and a handful of AV-8s. Now, the question is, why is USS Ford CSG being redirected from Mediterranean? Well, I mean, it's a massive posture, isn't it? Because so much firepower is on those 50 Hornets.
Oh, it's definitely a show of force to hopefully calm things down.
Big stick.
I mean, it's a very American way of dealing with things, isn't it? The big show of force. And to be honest, most of the time it works. Fly massive bombers, loads of stealth planes, Raptors. I mean, the Raptor, in my view, is just a show of force plane. I mean, it's never shot at anything apart from a balloon, has it? But it's worked brilliantly as a show of force. Hey, I've got this now. Stop doing what you're doing. And it almost works. Well, I think it does work every time, doesn't it? So, yeah, why not? I'm going to have to stop yapping for a while, guys, because I've got a really bad sore throat. Oh, B-1-2 is now firing her missiles, his missiles, whatever. As soon as they fire the missiles, they'll turn back and they'll go back to Florida. Anyone know how many JASSMs have been built, by the way? Must be thousands, right? Thousands of JASSMs, they must. US
oh, yeah, several thousand.
They're still expensive. They're multiple millions per unit, but it's the same with any modern cruise missiles. There's only one real difference about the JASSM as compared to other people's cruise missiles at the moment, and that's that the Americans have upped the ante and made it a stealth missile. One thing they have to think about, that other coalitions have to think about, is losing it into other people's hands. Cruise missiles are not perfect. They do fail. You've seen loads of Russian missiles fail in real life. If that happens and it doesn't detonate, then the technology can be copied. So the US must have a sort of self-destruct thing in there so it will blow up if it fails, so that Russia or whatever can't copy it. It's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on that, viewers.
Makes sense.
We are 13 minutes in. We started there. Our Harriers are now there. F-35s haven't featured a lot today because they're going a long way, and they are just sitting here trying to save fuel at nearly 40,000 feet. The B-1s have fired 48 missiles, and they're off home, and nothing is going to catch them, trust me. Welcome back, viewers. We are 16 minutes in. It's actually going a lot quicker than I thought. The first JASSMs are now getting near the coast and within SAM range. I mean, they've been in SAM range for ages, but within, you know, more critical SAM range. A couple of talking points the guys have been talking about. First of all, Simba said, why the earth are we flying low? Surely we're going to chew through our fuel, and we are, by the laws of physics, but it's critical that we're doing this as a stealth attack. It would be at night in real life, obviously. All first strikes are at night, but it would make a terrible video, so we're not doing it. We'll probably crash into the ground as well. Secondly, we're flying low so that we don't get spotted. Remember, Venezuela does not have AWACS. You can't really see over the horizon. It's using its ground-based SAM EWRs to see if we're low, flying low. The B1s are firing low and a long way away, and the JASSMs are flying low. The first they're going to know about this strike is when the first JASSMs hit the ground, basically hit their targets. That's when they know stuff's going on. 400 knots. We've done a lot better than I thought. We're nearly at our RV point. Yeah, so it's all about pitch black. The first you know is when that missile pops up and smashes you in the base. Now, it's critical that those JASSMs don't get intercepted, and I don't know if they're going to get intercepted or not, but I've set the radar cross-section fairly small, so they can be shot at, but like I said, they're only going to pop up at the last second. The chance that a SAM is ready to fire at that exact second is very low, so we'll see. Lovely bit of terrain today, north of Norway, or is this Kolar? I can't remember. Venezuela, they're on a defence footing, but they're not on a war footing, and all of a sudden, that is going to come over the horizon, and 5 seconds later, everything's going to blow up. I mean, can you just imagine that? We are rapidly approaching our point. B1s are off. F-35s have done well. They've been really hammering it. They're almost Mark 1. Great thing about an F-35, and doing really well on fuel. They've probably done 250 miles already, which is pretty impressive. No sign of the Venezuelan Air Force yet, and why would they? It's the middle of a peaceful night to them. First JASSM's about to pop over the horizon. It's going for his pop-up, and remember, it's quite cool, and it's very stealthy. What's going to shoot at it? That is a Pecora site, so that's probably the worst of all the sites. We're within our minimum now. No chance. Oh, there's a little house down there. Look at that. No chance. No, it's not. What is that? That's a Bukem. Bukem. Boom. Down. First one down. Right, there's going to be a lot of that. Patrol boats there. Again, not on a war footing. Why would they be? And that has found whatever that is. Another Bukem. As I said, it's all good, ready to go. But it's not firing. Pop. Kills coming in now. Where do we look next? Let's have a look. That's an old Pecora site. How's our fuel, guys?
9,000. Yeah.
That's good. Pretty good. Boom. Alright, let's go to Libertador. S300s. Oh, the S300's already been hit. Look at that. I didn't even see that. Wow. Alright. Well, I guess it didn't defend itself there. Where are the other sites? There's the boot. Look. I've scattered 10 man pads around here as well. That will come into play later on. Boot hit. Oh, he just fired a SAM just as he got hit. Too late, mate. The base we're attacking, in case I forget to say, which I'm sure I won't, but it's got 10 man pads on it. So make sure you've got your flares ready, for God's sake. It's a massive 2-mile runway we've got a bomb. And boomy! Alright.
So how did you want to split up the runway?
Whoever survives drops some bombs. Oh, look, I put that one on top of a hill and it still couldn't shoot, so no. Missiles are just too good. Second S300 down, so 2 major competitors down. Beautiful, beautiful. Another airbase, or piece of infrastructure, and it's taken down. Boom. We're at our orbit point, guys. I'm going to adjust our orbit slightly. Just stand by, please. Sorry, I'm going to put us in an orbit, is what I'm trying to say. Words are, as you know, incredibly hard. Orbit right, keep an eye on me, please. Most of the SAMs have been taken out now, which is super duper news. That means the ships are now unprotected. A bunch of patrol boats about to be gassed.
I'm showing my external tanks empty.
Roger. Deal with that as you see fit. Probably wait until the next leg push, to be honest. We'll have more thinking time. Actually, I don't know if that's true. Hello, they're sinking already. what a weapon. What a weapon. Oh, we missed one. We hit an oil tanker by accident. Sorry, oil tanker. Right, that's that done. Checking Caracas Naval Port. Oh, Caracas Naval Port about to 100% get gas, guys. You see some more modern patrol vessels there. Patrol corvettes. Excuse me. You see a big frigate there that's under maintenance at the moment. Missed. The infallible missile missed. If you squint really hard, you can just see them moving across the terrain. Alright. That's the Navy destroyed, guys. Well, pretty much, but there's more missiles coming in, obviously. Are we still orbiting okay, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
So.
Roger, we're just staying here then. Last JASSM going in. Right, guys. What's happening now? Oh, hello. These Su-30s are taking off now. Oh, look at that for a shot. Armed with R-77 ADA missiles and Archer missiles. So obviously aware of what's going on now. F-16s will be at the back of the trail. Which will mean probably our F-35s have arrived. Just look at that. Perfect timing. Perfect. It's almost like a really clever mission planner made this. Right, F-35s have arrived just on top. And I'm aware I've accidentally put the RAF ground doors on. I apologise. USMC people jumping up and down right now. They're going to defend us, guys. We're not ready to go in yet. I would like to see the F-35s do a little bit of damage to the Air Force before we head in. Then again, I do love a bit of spirit. Balls to it. I'm going for it, guys. We're going to make a new heading of 185. Follow my lead, please, guys.
Getting spiked by something 30.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of radars out there. Roughly on heading. You'll be taking over nav later on, Timber, but just for the time being, stick with me, please. I'm leveling out. Setting my autopilot on. Venezuelan Air Force climbing to intercept, obviously. Remember, they do get radars on the ground. Powerful radars. As quickly as they can possibly muster. I've set skill levels not the same today because you guys keep shouting at me, so I've set the Americans to top skill level. You know, I think we can probably agree they're just about the best, among the best pilots in the world, should we say. These guys probably aren't very good, right? So I've set them to the second tier from the bottom, trained level. No missiles out from the F-35s yet. They're biding their time. They can fire at over 100 miles if they want, but they don't want to. Well, so far, guys, we've done bloody well. We've destroyed the entire Air Force, just the entire IADS in this area of northern Venezuela. We've destroyed the entire Navy as far as I can see, and we're now firing AMRAAMs to space. And these guys have no idea what's coming towards them. And there are some lovely scenery. Well, cost to Venezuela so far, $2.8 billion. Still, they pour out of El Libertador. However much those Su-30s are probably garbage, man, they look impressive. AMRAAMs diving from 106,000 feet. One of the reasons why modern AMRAAMs, they're not much different from old 1990s AMRAAMs, but their avionics and their second stage rocket motor allow them to fly literally to space, and they just glide down on people. That's why they can get 100 miles. They're really impressive stuff. Turn their radars on, that guy's aware. I mean, there's an argument to say that guy might not even be able to detect the AESA radar on this missile, but that may not be true, I don't really know. And not much he can do. Hitting him at 3 times the speed of sound or whatever. 30,000 feet, 2 times the speed of sound. We're good. I'm slow down a bit, guys. I just want to form up. There's no major hurry for us, and I don't want to get shot either, to be honest. I don't trust those USMC, what are they called, jarheads? I don't trust the jarheads. Look at me knowing a term, guys. Look at the graphics on this game, viewers. I wish all games had this freaking graphics. I'd be so happy. Look at that. Look at that. Anyway, that's coming down from 100,000+ feet. He dodged one. Well done. Look at the big brain on Mr. Su-30. I'm going to call him, what's a Venezuelan name? Mendoza. Mendoza is yeah, Mendoza's dead. Mrs. Mendoza is not going to be happy. They're just pouring AMRAAMs out now. 4 each they can carry as a maximum in a B model. 6 on a Block 4 upgraded A model. Right, we are 7 Su-30s down, many more to go. F-16s haven't even taken off yet. And still they pour out, guys. They just pour out, because what else are they supposed to do? Well, in real life, probably like 1991 Gulf War, most of the Iraqi planes didn't take off and try and fight the Americans because they knew exactly what was going to happen. They fled to Iran and became, de facto, the Iranian Air Force. until they got blew up a few days ago by Israel. Isn't that weird? History's so weird. Good dodge. Look at the terrain. Mendoza's brother got shot. Another Mendoza just dodged. Well, I promise we're going to destroy the entire Air Force, the entire Navy, and the entire IADS on the northern coast within 60 minutes. So far, we're 33 minutes in. We've got 3 days until this task force arrives, so we've got to have it all ship shape and ready for them. Fuel, we have to worry about in the F-35s. It's all modelled pretty accurately. They have to be really careful. They've only just started using the afterburner on now. Realistically, that guy would probably turn around and go home at that point. Is use his AMRAAMs. But we like a bit of fun. The jarheads like a bit of fun, guys. Relief is coming in the form of these guys behind. We're just going to start firing shortly. Right, we're now going to have some Su-30s retaliating. I'm all angry and Venezuelan. Yep, 100%. Retribution for Mendoza. F-35 down. As I said, in real life, they would turn around and go home now, but a bit of fun. Shot an adder as well, but it was evaded. Sorry, an archer. I shot another one. Wow, this is wholly unexpected. Wholly unexpected. And another one. They just don't seem to have the ability to kill this guy, or just don't care about him, which is a little bit silly. Well, guys, I don't want to be that guy, but we may have to turn to air-to-air. Luckily, I chose to give a sidewind. There's another F-35 shot down. Come on, do your job. Oh no, one shot down. I kind of get a bit stupid at this point and just fly past the baddies. Oh, he's been shot at again. Well, their stealth's doing a pretty damn good job. Look, these missiles.
Su-30.
Nails.
Roger. No one's got in a dangerous position for us, so it is superficial at the moment, guys. They are actually doing a bloody good job. 16 down to only 2 losses. F-16s are in. There is one coming for the Harriers, but it is below a bunch of F-35s who've just got real angry. They were a little bit slow to the party, these guys.
Nailed by it.
Yep, that was the one that was coming for us, and he's been wiped out before he even got to see us. Right, F-16s, what are they going to do? Well, we've done 280 miles. Pretty damn quick, guys. 37 minutes in. Oh, the F-16s has just been wiped out straight away. Hey, old F-16As. Terrible weapons, bad avionics, if any of it even works anymore. Oh, well, that's it. One F-16, but I'm sure they can deal with it. Guys, Simba. Take the lead, gets to steer point 2, bomb steer point 2. Come in radial north to south, so it's natural radial. It will be heavily defended with man-pads, AAA, and whatever other SAMs haven't been blown up, so be careful. Use the high drag mode, make sure, for God's sake, make sure you use high drag mode. Use DSL bombing mode, not CCIP. Your CCIP will not work. Nose tail, delay 1 bomb, master arm on, that's me done. Last F-16 dispatched. We lost 3 F-35s, but they were being a bit silly, and they're all off home. Well done, boys. That is how much of a fight Venezuelan Air Force could put up with all the wind behind them.
That sounds right.
All right, it's going to bomb this mother.
Should we use CCIP or DSL,
No.
you said?
Manual drop is a DSL, and that's what you want. If you try and use CCIP on a runway, it won't allow you to drop because you'll be too low. Does anyone know minimum opening vane fusing height for these snake eyes? I don't.
Oh.
Okay, you just have to use your noggin, Simba. I don't know what the answer is. Everyone do a quick flare check, I would, because you're going to need those flares to survive. Oh great, my flares aren't firing. Shit. Right, that's because I didn't set them up. Okay, flares are working for me. If you're sexy like me, this will remind you of 1982. British Sea Harriers and ground roll Harriers darting over the moors, heading to Port Stanley. Task Force getting ready for their bit, because of course as soon as this happens, the Marines are going to have to be landed, or I don't know, whatever their objective is. Probably not that. Probably they're just going to keep bombing stuff with the Super Hornets, right? Maybe send a B2 over until, what's his name, Maduro, whatever. Gives in. Roger, look at that scoreboard, guys. $3.9 billion. Is there GDP even that? Probably not, right? Just knocked a few years. Friggin' amazing.
Pull up, pull up.
25 miles. Me and Simba are going to take the lion's share of rounds, aren't we? Frigate illuminating us. Uh-oh.
Pull up, pull up.
That's real, by the way, Simba. It's literally not blown up. That's a problem. So,
If I don't acknowledge it exists, then I don't have to worry about it.
I wasn't expecting that. The frigate in here, in real life, isn't serviceable, but in game, I obviously had to make it serviceable. And we didn't blow it up with the JASSM. This could end our mission,
in a
guys.
river or something?
Yes, obviously, yeah, it's on the port, right next to where we're bombing. That is a real bad piece of luck. Get ready to evade SM2s immediately, because it's actually an American vessel. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I'm going to try and look on the map. Why can't I see it? I can't see it there, guys. It's not that. It's not a frigate. FF must mean something else. But something is alive. The Books, remember, don't need the search radar to fire, so the Books will technically still be active. Maybe FF is a Book. It's not friendly fire because Dark isn't here. Giggity. 14 miles.
No, he's with the F-35.
Yeah, that's what the 3 F-35 deaths were. Man, that's all great. I think the steer point is set on the
Pull up,
thingy, and these old planes had nav drift, didn't they? So
pull up.
should be a little bit careful. Should be
Pull up.
bearing right. Is that on purpose?
Be firm.
Pull up.
Yeah, I will bear right too then. FF is now fully operational radar, so we've got a SAM that the JASSM's missed. Oh, he's going in the defilade. Look, Simba's going in the defilade. Well, I'm going too. Oh my God, there's 2 radars in there that are serviceable. Something's gone wrong with the JASSM strike. There's a Hotel Sierra and a Foxtrot. I'm going full power to get my kinematics up.
Pull up.
Oh my God, where's the runway? Where's the runway, guys?
Just keep following me. I'm about to pop.
About 12 o'clock almost, isn't it?
Fuck.
Come a little bit left.
Yeah, visual. Are you? What's your attitude? Are you getting gunned? You're getting gunned from somewhere.
Ground fire.
We may need to go around. We've missed a runway. Go round. They've got active SAM. Spook in the air. Turning hard right. It's really hard to find.
Oh. I destroyed an Igula.
Good. You can go home, Simba. You did? I just did not.
And I damaged some S300. PTR, but I missed the runway.
I've got to get that runway. I've got to get shot.
Oh, that's me.
Manpad. Hey, can you survive it? I'm flaring.
Engine's dead. Yep,
Shit.
I got it.
Simba, put it down. Land and pick him up. Oh God, I feel bad. Amazingly, I haven't been shot. So damn manpad. I'm flaring, I'm dodging. Fuck you, bombs out. Go, hide to die. Spooling down. Oh, pick me up too. I blew push up, but I did blow the runway up. I'm not sure why we bothered because we killed their Air Force thinking about it. I've got to land. Right, jettison everything. Man, I knew this mission was going to be hard. I've got some residual thrust. I've got residual thrust. I can get back. Right, everyone, start heading home, please, or do what you need to do. If I can just get over the sea, the boys will pick me up, and I won't get hit by pitchforks. Yes, I've got enough power to get home. I'm increasing speed. I can do it. All right, we'll just get to the next body of sea, and we'll say we've made it then. Not flying 300 miles home at 200 knots. I can make it. Scoreboard hasn't picked a couple of kills up, but all 21 Super is down, all 5 F-16s down, all 24 SAM systems on the northern coast destroyed, 16 ships destroyed, although a bunch more should have been destroyed, but some just haven't sunk. But they're all out of action. We know they're all out of action. I see the sea. We're nearly there. Salvation.
Your rudder looks like it's got a little damage.
Feels like more than my rudder. I'm going to put some water through the engine, see if I can't just get it to cool it down a bit. Alright, I'm going to say that bit is the sea. It pretty much is the sea. Yeah, we've pretty much made it. So, Harriers. One got shot down by manpads. Simba took a minor sprinkling of something, but survived. I got hit, but it looks like I would be able to make it back. Just very, very, very slowly. It's about 3 hours to get back. And fuel, 5,000, we would make it, wouldn't we, guys? Especially if we didn't have our tanks on. We'd make it.
I think we should try to land it on that little peninsula that's sticking out.
Okay. I'm not sure how I land it, Simba. I've got no glide ratio and no power. I guess I've just got to land at 300 knots, right? Oh man, trees. Who said easy? God damn it. Who builds trees in this little island? Poosh, you've got to come as well. That would be much better over there. Simba's making us land on this stupid mountain island. Right, here we go. Alright, flaps down. Do they work? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That's great news. Stack it. Stack it, boys. Oh my god, that's steeper than I thought it was going to be. Yes, I can do this. I can do it. I can do it. Yeah! That's how you land a friggin' Harrier, boys. Here comes Simba Wimba. See you all in freaking hell. That is a good way to end a mission, guys. Freaking good way to end a mission. Nice landing. Roleplay. You know what happened? Accidentally, a snake, a Venezuelan snake, rattlesnake, worked its way into the cockpit, and there's no way we can get all the way back to the ship. We've got to get it out. Come and land. I hate Venezuelan rattlesnakes. Where are you going, Poosh? Where are you going? Come and stick that baby down. Yeah, near enough. Alright guys, on my command, we're going to let the snakes win. 3, 2, 1, full power and eject. Just again. Well, you know us viewers, we're all about realism. Oh, Simba's jet has gone right back. Well, there you go. And has cooked himself. Well, that's our first strike on Venezuela. Let's hope it doesn't happen in real life. And Poosh made it, and he's on his way home with a rattlesnake. So, there you go. Make of that what you will, and bye-bye.